Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. If you are new here, hi, my name is Sophia, and if you're not new here, hey, how y'all doing? It's been a little minute. It has. I don't know how to do this anymore, you guys. I haven't done a voiceover or whatever in so long, and I'm very nervous, and I feel very disorganized. I made like a little notes thing to kind of like list what I want to talk about, but I honestly don't even know where to begin. But I think I want to start by talking about my community post. So I put a community post where I was acknowledging my absence and basically just saying how, like, there are a lot of reasons why I've been gone for so long, but I want this space to be somewhere where we can come up for air together and just kind of like breathe for a second, enjoy our Sims, because the world is a very scary place right now. And so I want to come back. And yeah, and I've kind of always wanted that for my channel. I've kind of always wanted my channel to be somewhere where we can just like, if we're going through something, you know what I mean, any of us, then we can just come here and enjoy the Sims for a little bit and just have that be just a second to breathe. So that's kind of always been my thing with my channel, but um I think the world is just kind of going to shit a little bit, and so I think that there's like a collective need to come up for air, and including myself, very much myself. And so yeah, and I've always loved sharing my game with you guys. I've always loved sharing my Sims with you guys, and I've always just loved, connecting with you guys. And yeah, so basically I am coming back. There are, like I said, a lot of reasons why I've been gone. I think really the main reason that I stopped uploading YouTube videos is because you guys know that I was working so hard on getting everything ready for Jay and Celine's trip. And then I did it. I literally was working on it for like probably a couple months, collectively, and I did it. I got everything ready. I recorded the parts, didn't love them, re-recorded them. I think I re-recorded them a couple of times, honestly, just because I was having like technical issues and stuff and whatever. And then I finally got parts that I was happy with, and then I lost the footage. And I think that really demotivated me like a lot. Like it really kind of, I don't know, when you've been putting so much work into something for so long and then you execute it and you're finally happy with it and then you just lose everything. I just could not get myself to redo it all again. I couldn't do it. So with that being said, um now going back into this, I am not going to redo it all over again. We're basically going to do a Generations 2.0 where we still have Celine and Jay. I think I was about to say Jolene. We still have Celine and Jay, obviously, and we still have their friend group. But everything that happened on the trip is not going to be a part of itself, because I can't do it. I can't do it. So everything that happened on the trip will still be canon, and I will tell you guys everything that happened on the trip, obviously. But it's just going to be an off-camera trip. Let's just have it be canon in our imagination and in the story, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, and it was the reason why I was gone for so long, because I just could not fathom redoing everything again. But then I was like, no, I have to, because like I've been promising it and been so much work leading up to it and everything like that. But I think that if I committed myself to just redoing everything over again, I honestly think that the break, like, I don't even know if I would have came back, to be honest. I don't know why that derailed me so hard, but it really did. So I'm like, the only way that I can come back is if I just move on from what that was, you know? So I hope you guys understand. Obviously, there's been a lot of life and everything in between. But I think that I honestly could have persevered through it if it wasn't, and still kept uploading if it wasn't for the fact that I lost months of progress in that time. And yeah, so pretty much we're basically doing a rejuvenated, renewed Generations. We still have the same characters. We still have the same story going on, but it's just not gonna be. They're not gonna be in what was the world called? They're not gonna be doing the trip. Pretty much. What was the world called? Sunlit Tides. Yeah, there's not going to be any Sunlit Tides parts, which is unfortunate, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. I hope you guys understand. And yeah, and maybe we can do a trip at another point. But I think, yeah, right now it's just a little too much for me. It was like a grief process. It really was. And then the fact that I felt like I was like, I have to do it all over again and everything like that derailed me so much. So, and then I just like stopped playing The Sims for a bit, and then I was playing Sims 4. Anyways, you guys don't care. But basically, that's like really what happened in my mental process that just kind of, yeah. And I even made a community post and told you guys like, hey, just lost all my footage, part's gonna be a little bit longer, because at that time I was like, okay, I can just whatever, I'll just redo it. And then I just kept trying, and I just whatever. Anyways, you guys know the story. I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again, but yeah. So let's talk about moving forward. I obviously want to be a lot more consistent. That is my goal. I don't want to take as big of a break as I did. I am graduating this semester, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I applied for graduation, so hopefully I'm able to do it. But if everything goes well, I am graduating this semester. So I know that this semester is going to be challenging for me. And I don't have the expectation that I'm going to be able to prioritize YouTube as much as I would like to, but I do want to be consistent. Like, I do want this to be something that I'm consistently working on and that I'm consistently sharing with you guys. So I do want you guys to be patient with me if I'm not like uploading every single week or something like that. But I don't want it to be a 10-month break all over again. That's for damn sure. So yeah, but that is just something that I want you guys to keep in mind. And also just myself, because sometimes I pressure myself and I feel like I need to literally do everything all at once. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. And then what else? Okay, so let's talk about the actual Let's Play and what's going to be happening. So let's talk about the non-story stuff first. So we're gonna be in a new save file. Just because I did a lot of movement around with my mods and everything like that, and I just don't want any problems with like the old save file and doing that, you know what I mean? So we are going to be in a new save file where hopefully everything goes okay. So that's number one. So we do lose the family tree again, but okay, I worked on like a family tree like a long time ago, and I haven't touched it in a really long time. But I think eventually, if I come to a point where I'm like, I really just want to work on this family tree, then I will be doing that. At some point, we will have a full family tree from generation 1 to whatever, but we do have, or we're not gonna have a family tree anymore. And also Camila, William, everyone that she like had a relationship with in Bridgeport is no longer on her like relationship panel because she's in a new save file. Which is fine with me, because I honestly wasn't really planning on her ever reconnecting with anybody, but it just kind of does remove that option, which is unfortunate. Like, even though I wasn't ever really planning on doing it, it's like now I can't, you know what I mean? But whatever. So yeah, so we're gonna be in a new save file. Also, everyone has been made over. Like, everybody has been made over. So we are going to have townies. Before we didn't really have townies, now we do. I've gone in and made over all the townies, so everyone should be like, nobody should be like absolutely atrocious, you know what I mean? And then the friend group has been made over. A lot, like a lot. So the sisters have or look completely different. Not the sisters, what am I talking about? The like Celine's friends, the girls look extremely different. So do the guys. The reason for this is because I really wanted to like develop their personalities through their appearance. And I also wasn't really shy about like changing their faces and stuff, especially the guys, because the guys I got really like lazy with when I first made them. So Julia and Mara, I believe is their names. Can't remember right now in this exact moment. They look extremely different, but in my opinion, they like suit their personalities and how I envision them so much better. And then the two boys, who I cannot remember their names right now for the life of me. They also look extremely different, but they, I think, also suit their person, or they look like their personalities, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's happened. Celine and Jay have also been made over again, just because it'd been so long since I had seen them, and like, I don't know, I just felt like making them over. They don't look too different. Like, I didn't really want to change them up too much, but I did want to develop their personalities a little bit better through their looks, in my opinion. So I'll walk you through, like, once we actually go into their let's play. In part 1, I can walk you guys through like their outfits and everything like that, just so we can go a little bit more in depth in that conversation. But I feel like right now, like, we're just seeing their house being built, and so I can't really tell you like why I chose this kind of outfit and why I chose that kind of outfit, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I just want to let you guys know about that. Now for the story updates, like I said, this is going to be kind of like a Generations 2.0. Celine and Jay did go on their grad trip, and I will show you guys a bunch of pictures because I have all the pictures, I just don't have the footage. So I will show you guys all the pictures. Probably going to show you that hello. Let's learn how to speak first. I will show you guys all the pictures on the like next part of Generations, so we can kind of like, we're going to do a little info dump anyway. It's interesting because I put the poll up and said like, oh, like, would you guys rather this for like a catch up or do an info dump? And I'm actually realizing that we're gonna have a little bit of an info dump anyways, but at least most of the info dump is here on this speed build where you guys can like chill and like watch me like decorate and stuff. And I actually do really love this house, but we're gonna get into that in a second. I have all the pictures, and on this grad trip, it was just like so much fun, you guys. Like, oh, I wish you guys could have seen it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me not give y'all FOMO. It wasn't even that great, I swear. It wasn't even that good, I swear. It really wasn't. But it was so cute. And they like went skiing, no, what am I talking about? They went jet skiing, that's what I'm trying to say. I remember that. And they like went to the club, and they went to dinner, and they were like staying in this like house for a little bit. They actually got engaged. They did get engaged, and it was so cute. Like, it was so cute. I'm gonna have to put up at least a picture of that on here, because just so you guys can like see it. But they did get engaged, and it was so cute and like so adorable. And I don't know, like, I just love them so bad. And like, I like went into like Build By, and I like got a bunch of candles, and I like spelt marry me with it, and it was like Jay proposing to Celine, and it was like, oh, it was so cute, you guys. Like, oh, I'm so like, I grieve that footage, I really do. It was so all and whatever. But yeah, so they are now engaged, and they are now coming back to what is this world called? Meadow Glen. They're now coming back to Meadow Glen engaged and graduated, and they're gonna need to get new jobs and everything. And so yeah, so they're gonna be moving into this new house, which I really think like fits them really well. I wanted it to feel very homey and very cozy and like, I don't know, real and like genuine, you know what I mean? I didn't want it to look just like, I don't know, something that you would see in IKEA, that like everything is like picture perfect, you know what I mean? I wanted it to look a little chaotic. I wanted it to be a little messy. Now, Celine is neat, but like, I feel like the house is messy, but it's not dirty. You know what I mean? And I feel like that distinction is very important. And I think in Celine's case, it's even more important. You know what I mean? Because she is very neat, but like this is like her comfort space and she can be a little messy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but it'll never be dirty though. It'll never be dirty. But it is messy, yeah. But I just think it feels so cozy and like cute, and like I could see Celine and Jay like spending their days here, and like Celine reading and Jay cooking, because we are gonna get Jay into cooking, because I still remember somebody suggested him being a chef, and I feel like that really makes a lot of sense for him. So yeah, so Celine reading, writing, I want her to get into writing. I do want her to be in the babysitter career because that did come with Generations. So I do want to play with that. In my head, I feel like it's kind of like a job that she's gonna do on the side while she's also writing. Like while she gets her writing kind of in, before she starts making the big books in writing, she is going to be like, you know, making money on the side with babysitting, because they do also just need money. So yeah. And then another thing that I also like am kind of thinking about is, obviously this is Generations, and it is like also supposed to be all about family and stuff. And you guys, I'm really thinking that I would really like, first of all, I want to have a bunch of kids, like a bunch, like a lot, like honestly. Okay, I might be crazy for saying this, and don't hold me to this, because I don't know if we're actually gonna do this, depending on how my mental sanity is once we actually start having kids. But I honestly want to do more than 5. Like I really do. And I really want to be like adopting kids as well. Like I want to do a mix of like having biological kids and like having pregnancies and stuff. But I also really feel like both Celine and Jay would adopt children, especially because like Celine felt so unwanted when she was growing up, that it just feels like it makes so much sense for her to like adopt children so that they don't feel, unwanted. I don't know. I just think that's such a cute idea, and I really do want to play with that. And I also really like the idea of us honestly playing with this family in this world for like longer than just until whoever wants to be the heir, or whoever I decide to be the heir, turns into like a young adult or something. I was also kind of thinking about that. We'll see how, I don't know if that's something that I'm actually gonna do, but I'm also like, I kind of want to see Celine being a grandma, you know what I mean? And I also like want to see them both be like grandparents, and like, have like that Generations aspect, other than like just having a bunch of kids. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Maybe I'll wait until like the heir is like actually an adult, and then we'll go to play in the pets era. I'm not sure. I actually don't know, but I do honestly want to like flesh this generation out a little bit, because I feel like Generations is more than just having kids. Like it's also, you know, playing with the different generations. So we have like Celine is one generation, then her kids are going to be another generation, and then if they have kids, that's 3 generations. Then we have in just like one, one area. I feel like that's more what Generations is about. But I don't know. That's just something I'm thinking about. But that's not something that I'm married to. You know what I mean? It's just an idea. I'm just throwing something out there. Just letting you guys kind of know what I'm thinking. Wow, I really didn't talk about this house at all. But I feel like you guys kind of understand the vibe. I wanted it to feel like cozy and cute and homey and whatever, and also like a place where Celine and Jay can feel at peace. You know what I mean? I just wanted this to feel like their house, because right now Celine is living in a house, but I feel like, and Jay is living with her, but that's what it feels like. It's like Jay is living in Celine's house, not Jay and Celine's house together. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to like have them have a new house, and it just like feels like they're actually kind of gonna begin to start their life together, which I'm super excited about. That's pretty much what we got going on. And then in the backyard, you guys will notice, I know I'm looking at the backyard right now, but you guys will notice that I leave it pretty empty. That's for a reason. I feel like it's gonna be so cute if we like grow into the backyard once we start having a kid or two, and then we can like start putting some kid stuff in the backyard and stuff. And I also did leave the the second bedroom empty right now. I was originally planning on it being like a babysitter room, like that's where we take care of the kids, and I probably will do that, but then I was still thinking like, you know, growing into the house, maybe we just leave it empty for now, and then once we actually get the job and everything, then I can go in and like start getting it ready for kids being in there. So I really put a lot of love into this house. I love this Let's Play so much. I was never planning on leaving it. I was always planning on coming back. I just like I just didn't know how. I didn't know what the best way would be, and it took me a long time to figure that out and just like accept that I was just gonna have to move on from all the work that I did, and you know, continue the Let's Play without it, which just it took me a long time to accept that. So that's why it was like so, you know, that's why it was so gone, or like that's why I was gone for so long. But that's okay. That's okay. We live, we learn, we move on, and we move forward, and everything's gonna be okay, and we're gonna have so much fun. And I'm so freaking excited to revive this Let's Play again. You guys have no idea. I've been missing this Let's Play for so long. Like, I love these Sims so much, and I love this challenge so much. I think it's really just like, oh, I just love this challenge. Like, I really do feel like I'm exploring each and every part of The Sims 3, and that makes me so happy. So, yeah, and I just love these Sims, and I love the story, and I love the vibes. So, pretty much, I'm very excited, and I hope that you guys are excited. Okay, that was like pretty much everything that I needed to like catch you guys up on. That was like the info dump. Like, I know it's a lot, but I hope you guys are okay with it, and I hope it's not too overwhelming for you guys. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts and ideas. I'm not ending the part right, or I'm not ending my voiceover yet, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any like suggestions or anything like that, you guys know that I always appreciate those, and I always keep those in mind. So if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions, any like inspiration sparks that you guys want to share with me, I would really appreciate it. I hope you guys are doing well. I really missed you guys, and I'm glad to be coming back. So yeah, I hope the new year is treating you guys well personally. I know the world is a very scary place right now, and I've said that already a couple of times, but it really is terrifying times. But I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, and I hope you guys are taking care of the people around you. And if you're in a hard place and you need somewhere to just take a second, just know that you guys are always welcome here, and I hope that this place can be that for you guys. Sometimes we just need something to lean on, and if that's Sims, then fuck it, it's Sims. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that'll be it for me. I'm so excited to revive the Let's Play again. I hope that you guys are excited for it, and I hope you guys like the house. I know that I didn't really talk about it too much, but I hope that's okay. Well, we said that this was going to be like a catch up, and like, you know, let's just get everything out there. So at least that premise was already kind of set, but I really did not talk about the build that much. But I hope you guys like it anyway. I hope you guys think it's pretty, you know what I mean? And maybe we can do like a little like in-depth house tour once we actually start the part. Maybe not that in-depth, because I actually do want to just play, but you know, just kind of like, here's everything, and then I can kind of show you some of the things that I was talking about in the next part, and hopefully that takes like a couple minutes, and then we can just actually play. So I hope that's okay with you guys, but I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know of your thoughts. I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here. I'm so excited to see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I do see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time it is whenever you guys are watching this, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye everybody.